Hey, what is up, everybody? This is your boy AJ Trip, and welcome to That's the Shoot. This is my weekly wrestling show where I talk about the goings on in the world of professional wrestling. We talk about the good in our put over, and we talk about the bad in our bury segment. And then usually there's our main topic. However, because today is Super Showdown Day, there will be no topic because later on today, after Super Showdown, stay right here for the rapid reaction for WWE Super Showdown, where I will go through match by match and give you my star ratings and everything like that of what went down on Super Showdown. Usually these shows over in Saudi Arabia are not all of that special, but we've got the Brock cash in and everything like that. So there could be some things going on today, and you know, Alexa Bliss and Natalia are over there, so we could also have a first ever women's match, not as that's in Saudi Arabia. So that could be something. That being said, let's jump right into the action. As always, we start with putting over, and I have to admit, this week I was thoroughly entertained by the Firefly Funhouse. I have been one that I've looked at it with a very concerning, very critical eye. I haven't been like disappointed by it or disillusioned by it or anything like that. But I haven't been, like I said, like everybody thinks like it's just the greatest thing. I've just been like it's okay, right? I want to see what happens when Bray Wyatt comes out in the ring and he's cutting promos live and all those things. Those are things that I'm waiting for, to get before I really decide whether or not this was a good idea or a bad idea. But I have to admit, this one was the best one yet. Pull up your pants and do the muscle man dance. I couldn't. One day I couldn't stop watching the little clips on the Twitter. I mean, it was funny. Everything with the Huskers, the pig, talking about Husky Harris, his former incarnation, and then the Devil Vince, and jeez, it was so good. So shout out to who's ever doing that. That's really some fun stuff. It was really really good. Um, Next, also got to put over the Cesaro Ricochet match. And again, third week in a row. Again, third time it was good. Um, so yeah, I mean, we'll have to see what they're doing, and so let's see what they're doing with this. Where does this lead up, and where does this go? I would like to see this continue actually, and then maybe lead into like a entire program. I think it could be good. Ricochet said this could be a decade long feud, which is I actually don't think that's gonna happen because I think Cesaro is like in his 40s, so that would mean going to his 50s, and I don't know if that's gonna happen. And I don't know how old Ricochet is, but I don't know if he'll do it for. I don't know if this isn't going to be uh, Rock and Austin or anything like that, decade feud. This isn't going to be Triple H, Randy Orton, where 10 years from now in Jeddah or wherever they do it, in Antarctica, Super Showdown, 2029 in Antarctica, in front of penguins, Cesaro and Ricochet ain't going to be wrestling, at least in my opinion, but I do think this could be a very, very interesting and promising feud that I would like to see go, throughout the rest of the year, even maybe even lead into maybe next year's WrestleMania. But I do think they do need to maybe at some point stop wrestling each other and just and go on and do other things, and then everything they do always leads back to them. Something like that. Like if they go for the United States title, it's going to be one of them that has to, beat each other, or something like that. Everything comes back to them. So, even what I was talking about, maybe with a Royal Rumble, Ricochet's 1, Cesaro's 2. Something like that. So that would be something that I would like to see. And the third put over, of course, is R-Truth. Let's just talk about Cesaro and Ricochet. They have the match. Cesaro attacks him after the match, and he goes to like find something. He's looking for something. He pulls out a table, and R-Truth is on the table. And it is just it is great stuff, man. It is great stuff, and like I said, this is going to be the thing where R-Truth is the and they put it on the right person because R-Truth does comedy better than anybody in this company. So and they put it on him, and we get that kind of stuff, and then we had the stuff on SmackDown where he lost it in a match, and then he like went under the ring and beat Elias for it, and then they showed on YouTube and Twitter that when they were getting on the plane to go to Jeddah, uh, 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 Jinder Mahal rolled him up to become the champion, and then when he was on the Jinder was asleep on the plane, and he wasn't really asleep. He hadn't been asleep for 30 seconds, and R-Truth pinned him, won the championship again. So it is going to be, and I'm sure there's going to be some stuff tonight that's going to be incredible. So or today actually in a few hours, 4 hours. So really really good stuff. Loving the R-Truth 24/7. And now to Barry. And, um, back in the day, I've never really had a problem with arm wrestling matches. Because, really, they were, for the most part, they were harmless. They were harmless, and I think that, for the most part, they were part of the story. Telling the story, whether that was like Bulldog and Ahmed Johnson or any other things that went on. But I do think and now in this day and now I also say that the Austin crowd were into it. They were into it. They were rooting for Braun Strowman, and they were into it, and so they were all for it. They were all into it. But I do wonder if in this day and age when seemingly everybody wants to crap down the WWE's mouth, if an arm wrestling match was really needed on the show. That was just it for me. I would not think that was. It would have been better to have maybe some type of tag match or something like that. Maybe you could have had instead of having you know, the other Cesaro match, even though we get that great R-Truth thing, we still could have had the R-Truth thing. But maybe you could have had a tag match where it could have been Ricochet and Strowman against Lashley and Cesaro. Maybe you could have had that. Who knows? But for me, I just thought maybe that wasn't the right time to do an arm wrestling match. So that's the first thing I wanted to bury. The second thing I want to bury is the once again, and they just did this at Money in the Bank, right? They just did this. But they had the Lucha House Party come out pretending as if they were going to have a tag match, and Lars Sullivan comes out to attack them. I mean, we just did this. Why are we doing this again? I know this ended up different. We had Lars, we had Lars, beat up the guys on the Money in the Bank pay per view, but on Monday Night Raw, the Lucha House Party got the better of them. But still, why are we having this? This is no reason to have this. I don't know. I think the guys over on Wrestle Talk they have a thing where they say sometimes it's Control C, Control V. just copy and paste, and this seems like Control C, Control V to the footage. So there was that. And the final Barry is the bait and switch for Brock Lesnar. I think it's one thing to do a bait and switch. I'm always okay with a bait and switch, because if it progresses the story, then it's okay with it, and I can be okay with that. But to have it to do it 2 weeks back to back, where you do the thing where last week Brock Lesnar was going to cash in the Money in the Bank contract, and he finds out he's got a year to do it, and then they say, well, they haven't promote the fact that he's going to do this, you know, they're doing, and he doesn't do it. Now he says Friday, it can turn some people off. It really can. It can really turn some people off. So and the one thing that the WWE can't be doing at this point is, turning people off at this point. Because what you don't want to do is you don't want to get to the point to where AEW becomes a real threat. Right now they're just a company that has a lot of momentum, but you don't want them to become a threat. And you know that could happen if you keep doing stuff like this. So I would like, again, I'm not saying that there doesn't need to be a bait and switch. There can be a bait and switch without question, but I think you have to do it the right way, and you can't do it on back to back. All right, guys. Once again, like I said at the beginning, no main topic because we got a regular reaction for Super Showdown coming later on today. So that will kind of suffice for the main topic. So make sure you keep it right here. You like the video, you subscribe to the channel, you click the notification bell. So after when Super Showdown ends, you come directly over here. You get the notification to come directly here. Find out my thoughts about what happened on WWE Super Showdown. So thank you guys so much for watching. This is your boy AJ Tripp signing off. As always, be good to each other, y'all. Be careful out there, and I am out.